Hey, okay, so you know I am all about sharing tools, insights, and perspectives that I think will help you grow, whether it be in dance and mindset or just how you show up in the world. So today I want to introduce you to someone really special. This is my friend Daniel Trepat. He has been immersed in the world of line dance and partner dance for over 30 years. He is a 7 time world champion, a global choreographer, and one that really helped jumpstart my journey. And he's someone whose passion for dance is completely contagious. So, in just a moment, Daniel's going to share a quick tip, something simple but powerful that might shift how you think about dance or teaching or even just showing up for yourself. So, I'm so excited for you to get to know Daniel more when his full episode drops soon. But trust me, you're going to love the way he thinks and teaches and leads in the dance world. Okay, yeah, that's it.
All right, you don't want to look stupid on the floor? There is nothing like being stupid. It's just dancing, just have fun. Doesn't matter how it looks. Just move, enjoy, move with your body. If somebody says, oh, that looks stupid, who cares? You're having fun. That's what's the most important thing.
Because when you are personal with people, when you're interacting, when you're commenting on their outfit, what they're drinking, just letting them know that you're happy that they're there. Maybe you recognize them and say, hey, you're back. Even something that simple, that builds rapport. And rapport is huge in creating a really positive dance environment. Welcome to the All Out As Is podcast. I am your host, Adia, and Brene Brown once said, one day you'll tell your story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide. These are my stories, my lessons learned, my experiences. Through this podcast, you will find grace for your past, purpose and alignment for your future, and contentment in this moment as you live all out your way, just as you are. If you aren't already following me on social media, please check out Adia Dance on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and adiadance.com. Hey y'all, I'm Adia Dance, and I am here to share with you some really neat tips and tricks and techniques to getting your beginners onto the dance floor, helping them feel confident, but also not excluding our more higher level dancers or our regulars who've maybe learned this dance that you're about to show our beginners a few times. So I want to go over some key points to engaging your audience no matter where they are. So first of all, it starts with the before the dance, especially if you're in a bar scene or you've got a workshop or something like that. Going around, or even at a music festival, going around introducing yourself as an authority. You don't have to say, hi, I'm the teacher, but you can say, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Is there anything in particular you were excited to learn? Do you have any requests I can put into the DJ for you? By doing this, you're establishing yourself as an authority because people are thinking, well, who is she that she can answer my request or that she could get my song played? So automatically, without saying, hello, I am the instructor, I am the teacher, without even having to do that, you can establish yourself as an authority. And this is going to give you a lot of credibility, especially as you're making your rounds. Why make your rounds, you may ask? Because when you are personal with people, when you're interacting, when you're commenting on their outfit, what they're drinking, just letting them know that you're happy that they're there. Maybe you recognize them and say, hey, you're back. Even something that simple, that builds rapport. And rapport is huge in creating a really positive dance environment. You may think, but there's hundreds of people here, Adia. How am I supposed to reach all of them? Well, some are going to be more conversations, and some may be just a quick touch or a high five or even a point as you're walking by, waving to a table or pointing at them and just letting them know that they are acknowledged. Acknowledgement is key. All right, so you've gone around, you've acknowledged, you've made yourself the authority. Now, when you call people to the dance floor, now they're going to even more be willing to come out and dance with you because they know you, even just a little bit, or you've invited them personally, or if they're returners or if they are regulars to the bar or to whatever classes that you're teaching, they're more likely to come and help you out. So what I say is, all right, Can I get everyone to the dance floor? This is going to be a beginner lesson. It's going to be the easiest lesson we do all night. I promise you, if you have a left and a right foot, or maybe even 2 left feet, you're going to be able to get this dance. And then you make your call to your returners, your regulars there. And you say, if you already know this dance, we would love to have you out on the dance floor, because remember how we were all once beginners? We've got some new friends here on the dance floor and they could use your help as well. So you give them, you establish authority with your regulars, with the people who already know it. Sure, it might be a little tedious for them, but when they're being leaders, when they're there to be more than simply learning the same dance that they've learned 500 times, then they have more reason to get out there. And hey, you're a likable person. You've built rapport in your dance community, and so people want to help you out. They want to help the other people out on the floor because they remember that they were just like them. All right.
So if you're anything like me, you absolutely love capturing memories through pictures and videos. And that's why I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, New Boot Media. Man, I remember as a kid, I would collect pictures. You remember back in the day when we actually had to develop the pictures at Walgreens or whatever drugstore there was, and then we'd get them back, and you only had that one chance to get like a good picture. It's not like today where you're able to edit them. Anyway, that was me. I was constantly collecting pictures, collecting video, collecting memories, putting them together. And as an adult, that is still so important to me, which is why I love New Boot Media. My girl Ariel, who runs that company, has been doing photography, videography, editing, and capturing memories for a good amount of time, and she's incredible. Her whole team is incredible. I love, love, love utilizing their services for things like my country dance events. So at my country dance events, I am doing so much running around. I don't get to embrace all the moments and see all the things that everyone experiences at the event. And so when I look back at New Boot Media's pictures and videos and just the way they captured the moments, it makes me so freaking happy. Not only do they do dance events though, y'all, Ariel and her crew are amazing at doing weddings, family shoots, all sorts of promo footage for different types of activities and businesses. They are legit. You've got to check them out. So check them out at newbootmedia.com. And of course, if you love or if you want to book with them, let them know that I sent you their direction. So again, New Boot Media, my number one go-to source for all things when it comes to photography, videography, particularly at my events, but I've worked with Ariel and her team on a personal level as well, and they are just great in every regard. So again, check them out, New Boot Media. Y'all, I wouldn't be sharing anything that I didn't fully believe in, and I can tell you that this is somewhere that you would want to invest your time, your energy, and ultimately it's going to be timeless because you're going to love the product and love the memories that were captured. All right, check them out.
All right, so we've called everyone to the floor and we've made the statements about, hey, even if you already know it, you are going to be a blessing, you're going to be helpful. And now when we start, so in order to give your beginners confidence, we don't want to simply start by just dancing or just going for it. You want to make it easy, conversational. So I'm going to use Copperhead Road as a really good example. This is a super simple dance. I know a lot of times the regulars you've learned a million times, and you're like, oh, this dance again. But yes, this dance again, because this is that confidence building dance that allows people to realize that they are capable when they thought they never were before. Now they are capable of doing this thing that they've always wanted to do. Some of them, it's their bucket list. They've always wanted to do this and they're so afraid to fail, but you're going to help them succeed. And here's how you're going to do it. You're going to say, hey, you know what? Can you just show me the bottom of your right heel? Notice I'm actually mirroring you. This is my left heel. I'm mirroring you because this is an easy dance. I can do that. Just show me the bottom. Okay, cool. Put it back. All right, let's show me the other foot. Okay, awesome. And if you don't see me, don't worry, it'll trickle back. It'll make its way back to the group. Okay, and put it back. Let's do that again. Show me your right heel, put it back, and your left heel, put it back. You've already learned half of the dance. What? People are confused. They're like, how is that possible? That's half the dance. Well, we know it's going to repeat again. So we say, okay, let's put those heels together. Everybody say 4 heels. And then the crowd comes back with 4 heels. Why do I do that? We do that because now you're engaging their senses, their sense. When they're using their voice, they are cementing this choreography into their head even more. So we say, okay, everybody say 4 heels, 4 heels. Turn to your partner, say 4 heels, 4 heels. Turn to someone you've never known before and shout across the way, 4 heels, 4 heels. What are we doing there? We are creating community on the dance floor. Sure, we're learning a dance. Sure, we're cementing the steps, but we're also creating community. We're making it more comfortable. Hey, we're all doing this silly thing. We're all doing this crazy thing. Okay, so we've done the 4 heels. Let's do that together. Ready, go. Right together, left together, right together, left together. Okay, watch me first. Here's what's coming next. I'm going to put my heel out. You go ahead and do it. That's right. Put your heel out. Going to do a little hook. Put it back down before we fall over, and then step together. Why did I say before we fall over? Because inevitably, a lot of people don't have the balance to keep that leg up. So we normalize it. We want to normalize the thing that we know they're going to struggle with. Because when we normalize it, now there's no need to be embarrassed about it anymore. Now, okay, so I fall over too. Oh, well, who cares? Let's have fun. All right. So we say, put your right heel down. You're going to do a little hook. Put it back down like a kickstand. You can find different ways to say it. And then step back together. Same thing, other side. So when I'm explaining something new, I try to slow down my speech to show that something different is happening. Not only does this help people to understand, but they start to pay attention. They may have gotten a little bit distracted. When I change up the cadence of the way that I'm teaching, suddenly it feels different. It's like when you're scrolling on Instagram or you're scrolling on Facebook or TikTok or wherever the heck you're getting your social media, and then something catches your eye. Why did it catch your eye? It caught your eye because something was different. Something stood out. And when we use our voice and our cadence to make something stand out, they start to pay attention. Now, am I talking 100% of the crowd? No, never. But a good chunk of them say, okay, same thing, other side. Go ahead and show me your left heel, a little hook, put it down back where it came from, and step it in. Let's do 2 heel hooks. Everybody say 2 heel hooks. 2 heel hooks. Turn to someone to your left and say 2 heel hooks. 2 heel hooks. All right, so we got 4 heels, 2 hooks, 2 hooks. Let's do it. Here's our hook, starting with your right. Ready, go. Right, hook, down, together, heel. Hook, heel, together. All right, and then we repeat and we say, let's go ahead and try that from the top. You already know most of the dance now. So let's do it from the top. We started with what? 4 heels. Again, cementing that knowledge. And how many hooks? 2 hooks. Let's do it. Ready, go. Right together, left together, right together. Now you hook. Heel, hook, heel together, heel, hook, heel together. Showing my fingers because some people are visual learners. And so they may not remember as much as we say 2 hooks, 4 heels. They may not remember. So utilizing your fingers to let people know. Now notice I didn't just go 4, 3, 2, 1. Why? That's a small, minute movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. In the back, they may or may not see that. But when I go 4, 3, 2, 1, now their eyes are being drawn. They're seeing something visual. Again, something is changing. Y'all, this is how we keep people connected. And you can ask your people who already know what they're doing. You could say, hey, will you guys help me count with your hands so our friends can see it? And you can do low hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Or you can keep the hands up high. All right. For this next part of the dance, I tend to turn around because I want them to see the direction I'm going and I want to make it as clear as possible. So I say this next part, we're just going to go forward on your right, back on your left, together. Again, same thing. Forward, back, together. Forward, back, together. Can you do a little faster? Forward, back, together. Forward, back, together. Even faster. Forward, back, together. And then it gets so fast it's impossible to do. And we say, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go that fast. Now, y'all, I get it. This is my personality. This is kind of like how I portray the dance and how I do the class. But you can do this your way. You can do this all out as is your way and still have similar effects. Here's the thing. I hear it all the time. Adia, how do you command the class so well? I see other instructors. It's like they don't know how to control them.
Yes, it's a lot of people, and people are drinking and socializing and having fun. So when we're commanding the audience's attention, we also have to do it in a way that is fun. When I get everyone moving so fast, what do you think happens after that? People are laughing, people are shaking their head, people are like, we give them that moment. Give them those 7 seconds of just living in the fun of what we just did. And then we bring it back. Okay, now that you know it, we're going to do those same moves. We're going to make a quarter turn over our left shoulder to face our 9 o'clock wall. Everybody point to your 9 o'clock wall. Point over there. Okay, and I want you to find something on that wall that stands out to you. And on the count of 3, I want you to yell it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blah, blah, blah. You hear a whole myriad of all sorts of things that people saw, unless it's a white wall. But even still, people will find something different that stands out to them. And we say, great, focus on that thing. That's where you're headed. Now we're giving them a target. We're giving them something to look for. We're not just calling it a 9 o'clock wall. Not everyone's brain works like that. We're not just saying turn over your left shoulder. Not everyone's brain works like that. We're not just saying make a quarter turn, because not everyone's brain works like that. We're giving multiple different cues so that they can be successful, okay? So we all pointed, we all said it, that's where we're headed. So when we do this move, we're gonna slowly make our way that direction, and you're gonna look for the thing over there that you just mentioned. So we go forward, back, together, again, forward, back, together. Guess what? That's the entire dance. You learn the whole thing. People are floored. Y'all, I know it's only Copperhead Road, but people are so happy. They finally did the thing that they've been wanting to do. And then we celebrate, and we always celebrate, and we get all our returners, our regulars, the people who've learned a million times. They celebrate with them, because I always say, once upon a time that was you, and that was me, and it was my first ever line dance. And remember how cool it was to have gotten it. And maybe you finished it and you were like, that was it? Yeah. And maybe you finished it and you were like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it. Yes, we celebrate everything in between. All right. And then from there, you can continue to go around the circles, or you can turn on the music depending on like how you want to run the class, how much time you have left. But I hope that you have found some tips and strategies here for how to engage not only your beginners, but also your regulars, your people who've been coming, who know the dance. I hope that you've taken away something that's going to help you enhance your lesson and made people so excited to come back. I want to let you know there is lots more where this came from. We've got a whole training series on how to engage your audience, how to create memorable experiences, how to get more clients so that you get more gigs and you get to do that thing called dance that you love so much and make money doing it, more than just a bar tab, and even more. So we have all that in our Kickstart Instructor Training Program. It is known as KIT. We have over 130 students at the time of this filming, and we're so excited to be certifying instructors who are investing in themselves and their time and energy so that they can be the best they possibly can for their audience. So I'm so excited that you're here. I would love to know what's something that stood out to you in the comments. What's something that you're going to try and implement? What is something that you think that you notice in other instructors maybe that you didn't realize was strategy? I'd love to hear it. And you can also send me a DM. I love getting your messages and just connecting with you on an individual level. All right, y'all, more where this came from. We will see you on the dance floor and hopefully inside the Kickstart Instructor Training Program.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes or wherever you're listening so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up the extra inspiration on various platforms by following Adia Dance or visiting my website, www.adiadance.com. I appreciate you and in all of your uniqueness. I cannot wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go live all out your way.